What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered, where we have real conversations, real situations, real solutions, problems, all the above. I don't know. This is me, your boy Hen, and I'm here with the lovely, sexiest woman in the world that I know. I truly love her. The CEO, the boss, the actress, the poet, the writer, Shireal.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday.
Hey.
Hope you had a great weekend.
Listen, if you had a great weekend, but it could have been better because you ain't have a book in your hand, check out the website marriageunmastered.com. Get you the 21 days.
21 Habits of Love.
21 Habits of Love. Any merch that you see on there, get it for y'all. Happy marriages do exist. Believe that. That's just one of the shirts that we have. So check out the website, get you a book, get you some clothes and attire for you and your spouse to enjoy. All right? So let's get to it, babe.
Let's get to it. So today's topic is honesty versus transparency. So this was one of my social media scrolls, but this one hit different for me this time. So there's a lady, and she was saying honesty is like reactive. So if I ask you a question, you tell me the answer. That's honest. Transparency is proactive and creates a place of safety because you tell me something without me having to ask. So let's get into it. So, babe, where were you? Oh, I was over with the boys playing ball. Okay. Or, babe, I'm about to run over to the boys, play ball. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. If you need me, give me a call. That's transparency. I didn't have to wonder where you were. I didn't have to think about when you would be back. I knew I would be able to reach you. It creates safety. So,
how important is the safety in a marriage when it comes to transparency?
Safety is probably about number one. I think we've talked about this before. As a woman, like, I need my husband to create a safe space for me. I need a safe space for me emotionally, physically, mentally, like a safe space for me to be creative, like a space where I don't feel unappreciated, used, abused, like it's all kind of wrapped up in one. And so I definitely say safety hits one, up at number one somewhere. Like I don't even know what else would compete with safety because I can't even love you if I don't feel safe with you. So it's like
That's true.
It's up there at the top.
I get it. So with those things you're asking of, in me as your husband too, that you need to feel safe, to feel creative, to feel loved. How can I best do those things to you if there is ever a communication barrier because of trust being broken? How can I rebuild those spaces of safety for you?
I think it brings it right back to the topic, right? Transparency. Like don't leave me guessing, right? So like honesty is me really kind of guessing. Hey, where were you? So let's talk about the time span, right? So let's just use that example we talked about in the beginning. You was out with your boys playing ball. Typically, if you're out with your boys playing ball, it's at least an hour, right?
Yeah.
At least, maybe more, because, you with your boys and y'all probably kikiing it up and, like,
Yeah.
So maybe let's say 2 hours, right? Now, if I don't even know that you're there, that means I probably didn't even talk to you before the 2 hours. Right? So let's double that. Let's say 4 hours. So now you get back home 4 hours, I haven't heard from you. Within those 4 hours, especially if there's been infidelity, right?
Yeah.
My mind is on like a million. Dang, where is he? Who's he with? Is he with this person? Is he somewhere doing this? You know, like, so honesty really don't mean nothing, especially if the trust has been broken. So you come home now, it's been 4 hours, I ain't heard from you. Where were you? Oh, I was out with my boys. Like, were you really out with your boys? I don't know. Maybe you were doing something else, right?
Yeah.
So honesty is like very reactive, and it also does not create safety necessarily. Transparency, however, you left work. Yo, babe, I'm about to head over to John's house. We gonna play some ball.
Yeah. Bum, bum,
Dun,
bum.
dun, dun, dun. If you need me, this is where I'm at. You want me to drop you by location? And that's excessive. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's transparent. I know where you are. I know who you're with. I know about what time I should be expecting you. I also know if I need you, I can get you. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, again, it's about action. I think transparency really speaks to someone's actions and their intentions. I know right now, and I don't even, let's take the infidelity out. Like, I know that my wife is at home. I typically come home around this time. I'm not going to be home. We also have children. I also want to make sure she's good at the house. So before I dip off and do this, let me just check in. Let her know what my intentions are. Let her know she can get me if she needs me. So that transparency, again, it brings safety. Also, like, like I said, let's take out infidelity. It could be just nerves. Like, is he good? His routine is he leaves work, he comes home. It's been 4 hours. He's not home, right? So it could just be, oh, I hope nothing happened.
Right. I remember, I don't mean to cut you off, but it was a time, I think, when I went to work and I got off and I came home.
Yes.
And I went to sleep. And
downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs. Normally I would like text you like on my way home or something, but for some, I don't know if I was too tired.
Or come upstairs and be like, I'm home.
Yeah.
That's like your regular routine.
Yeah, so I went to sleep and then Shireal came down the stairs like crying pretty much, almost. Like, oh my God, like I didn't know what happened with you, Henry. She had called the cops. She didn't, I don't know if my phone was there on silent or whatever, the ringer was off, but
it was
a lot of stuff. So like,
and let's give this some context because it went straight from sleep to crazy. But like, so here's the context behind this. Henry has a part-time job that he works at night, and the job is like 45 minutes away from our house, right? So he's typically coming home around 35 minutes away from our house, which is still not a little bit of time, right? Also, it's definitely not a little bit of time at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I wake up around 4:15 and he's not in the room. I look outside, the car is not there. And immediately I'm like, it's kind of late. So I'm calling his phone, he's not answering. So I'm like, whoa, like, I hope he's okay. Like, he's not stranded on the side of the road.
You sure the car wasn't there?
It was in the garage.
Oh.
But I didn't, in my mind, I went straight to panic.
Yeah.
All I did was looked out the window, didn't see the car. Also, another thing that threw me off, for whatever reason, so we get alerts to our phone from the our cameras when a car comes in the driveway. I hadn't had an alert. That's another reason I didn't think about the garage, because typically when he pulls up, it'll automatically say car pulled into the driveway, right? But it wasn't on my phone, and I don't know if I touched it and I didn't see it, but it didn't. So these are the series of events that made me like kind of bug out. So I'm calling a cop. I'm like, this is the license plate. This is the description of the car. Let me know if you see it on the highway. He was coming from here.
She put out an
on your boy.
Because
I'm thinking he's on the side of the road hurt, right? Or fell asleep. Like, again, it's late at night. He's been working all day, then he goes to his night job. So in my mind, anything could happen. And again, that's where we get back to transparency and safety. What did he just say? I usually call. and be like, I'm on my way home. There was no call.
No call, wasn't no text.
So what am I supposed to think? Immediately I go
panic mode.
So when we're talking about honesty and transparency, it's like the transparency would have been, this is my normal routine. Let me text her or call her, let her know I'm on my way home. And that would have right there eliminated my like, well, maybe not, because then I would have been like, dang, he said he was on his way home and now he's not home. So I don't know, but or at least text me like, I'm so tired, I'm not gonna make it upstairs, I'm home. Then I would have been like, oh, let me just run downstairs. There was nothing, no communication. So that's a perfect scenario of like how you make your spouse feel safe.
Yeah. Gotta keep that like routine and make sure that they safe. They know your actions and just know like, okay, they're good.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It don't take much. It don't take much at all.
Just a little bit more effort.
Just a little tiny bit of effort. Like, what does it take to text somebody? I mean, it kind of goes back to like when women and men are dating, and one of the people, I'm not going to say women because I could always jump to the woman's side, but like somebody is not getting responses when they text, or when I call, they don't answer. It's like, dang. You know what I'm saying? It brings that level of insecurity and that mistrust, and do they really like me? You know, like, so when you start thinking about it like that, like in a marriage, like I should be your priority. Like you should be always trying to make sure I feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
And vice versa. I should always, so if I'm out, I shouldn't just be like not answering your calls or like, you know, like I should be like, okay, honey, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. I should be home around this time. Whatever information is available.
Yeah, if you can't answer the phone, at least like text, like let me know, like you got the missed call or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a little weird.
Men go crazy. Like even if you gotta like throw in a location, hey, like this is where I'm gonna be at in case anything pop off, you'll know how to get me or can get to me.
And I always think about, especially if you have children, like that adds a whole another like dimension of, let me make sure you know where I'm at just in case something happened with the kids.
Yeah.
Or I need you for this. Or, you know, so like, I think it's like you always have to really just consider the person that you're with. Just consider them. And I think a little bit of consideration goes a long way. It's like, but when you stop considering me, that's where things get a little gray and a little dark.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. So it is a huge difference between honesty and transparency.
Yeah.
And I just loved how she had broke that down. Like,
yeah, that's pretty dope. Most people will be honest if they forced to, but not many people will be transparent where you don't have to ask questions.
Most people will be honest, but I guess some people will be honest.
I'm just talking in general.
Like, most is a stretch. But, you know. You never know, you know.
You never know. Honesty versus transparency. Who wins in the relationship of honesty versus transparency?
I almost think that's like a joke question. Like, we already know who wins. Don't we? Like, that was a joke?
Nah, we do. We know.
Oh, okay. I was just saying
I would just ask you, like, just, you know, your thoughts on, like, who wins?
The person who's transparent. I mean, again, I feel like that was a rhetorical question because we all really knew the answer, right? Like, we knew the answer to that. That wasn't like, oh, what could it be?
Yes, Shireal.
Okay.
We always know.
Okay.
Transparency always wins. Fellas, transparency always wins. You can be honest, but transparency is better to make your spouse, your girlfriend, your whomever, your lover, to make them feel safe. We have to and I'm definitely speaking to myself because this is hitting me as I'm talking about it. Like, create those safe spaces for our women. And when you don't create the safe space, you create a toxic environment and you create an area of chaos and destruction. And you got to allow God to like fix that for you because you can't fix it. You got to have like God help you with the situation and show you how to fix it, because if you don't, you're going to keep making like smash rooms. Like, they popular now, but they're not popular in your marriage or in your relationship.
Can I just say, I'm sorry, I'd hate to cut you off, but I just can't take it. I'm really struggling with like blaming stuff on God. Like, or not blaming, but like putting it all on God, right? Like, I feel like, we have free will. And I think that when we do something out of our own free will, and then we'll be like, oh, the enemy came into, no, it was you, right? And then it's like, oh, well, God has to fix it. Prayer helps, but you have to fix it. Like, God is going to work on the other person's heart, yes. But again, let's go back to actions and intention. Like, let's stop blaming the devil and God. Like, God is probably not even really, like, he's going to listen to your prayers and he's going to lead your heart and give you instruction. But if I were God, I'd be aggravated. You knew the right thing to do.
So I definitely get what you're saying. I think maybe it's the way that I'm saying it, but it feels like you flipping it. And when I say like you need God to fix it, like men need God's wisdom and instruction.
Yes.
Because men will.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
When I talk like that, that's what I'm implying. Men will mess up everything.
Well, women, there are women too. I don't want you to put.
I'm only talking from the male
men.
perspective.
Okay.
There are good men. There are bad men. Men will mess up stuff.
Mankind,
men, whatever it is, will mess up a situation. Even good, the best person, whatever, until there's a point where we let our pride, like my pride go, let my ego go, and submit to God's instruction. And you don't have to be like saved to do that. You can say, Lord, like, help me to make better decisions. Help me to be a better person, a better man. And so when I say that, that's what I mean. Like, having God to lead me, or to lead men in general, women, whoever, to do better for themselves, for their marriage, for everything. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying that where I'm blaming God. I say, God, you got to fix it because I messed up.
I think that I probably just had a jerk reflex from some of the conversations we've had lately, but okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's it. I'm finished on that part, but that's what I mean when I say that.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I mean, what was the topic again? Honesty versus transparency.
Honesty versus transparency.
So yes, I think if we're gonna, yes, ask the Lord to help us to be more transparent. Can transparency get you in trouble? Can transparency set you back?
That's only if the other party is taking your transparency as ammunition for what they got going on. And it can rightfully be so because of what you may have put them through. Anything could be ammunition at this point. You just giving them bullets, but at the same time, hey, maybe this person got to die. Maybe you the one to kill it, so that somebody else new can come forth.
Wow. And on that note, make sure you go to marriageupmastered.com and check out what's on there. If you're not following us, hit the little plus sign on Apple Podcasts or check sign or whatever the follow instructions are in your streaming device. Make sure you keep checking in.
All right.
Nice to talk with you. We'll chat next week.
Peace.
Bye.